I'm going to play my Fender 2000 American Series Stratocaster. We're going to find out if it's any good. And this video isn't like other videos out there, you know, where they talk for like 7.5 minutes and then only play the guitar for 1.5 minutes. We're definitely going to play this like crazy. I'm just trying to leave the yammering on till later in the video. And for the one guy that said, why did he say American Series instead of American Standard? I'll touch on that really quickly later. But as always, the signal chain is listed in the description down below. There's also chapter markers, so if you want to jump around, you can do that. But enough talking. Let's get after it. So you can't really do a review on YouTube nowadays without talking about the specs, right? So I'm going to try and quickly do that for you, then we'll get back to more sound samples. So you have a gloss polyurethane finish over a carved ash body. We have a modern C-shaped maple bolt-on neck with a rosewood fretboard that has the dot inlays. On the front of the headstock, you'll find the silkscreened Fender Stratocaster logos. On the back of the headstock, you're going to find the non-locking 6 sealed die-cast Fender tuners. They're also staggered, so you only have one string tree. Just like most other Strats, we have a master volume and a tone for the neck in the middle, and then a tone for the bridge. We also have a 3-way toggle switch. The pickups here are the Fender American Series pickups. We have a 2-point tremolo bridge that has the stainless steel block saddles. So that's enough about the specs. Here's 5 more sound samples. So as I say in all of the review videos I do, the next portion I do to appease the internet. Basically what I'm trying to do here is stopping tears from forming themselves into comments. So we're gonna play this in clean with all 5 pickup positions. It is definitely beneficial though. But I've always found, personally, I want to hear how the pickups react to a little bit of like low gain, mild drive. So here's that. And as stated earlier, we have a master volume and a tone for the neck and the middle position and a tone for the bridge. So let's go ahead and turn some knobs and hear what they sound like. be curious on why I said American Series rather than the American Standard. Here's a 1999 Fender American Standard Stratocaster. You'll note that the tuners are not staggered. So the posts here are not staggered. They're all in line, they're raised. That means they have 2 string trees. Here is the American Series, the 2000 American Series. You'll note that we have staggered posts now for the tuners and a single string tree. Basically, Fender did sort of like a reset, kind of like American Professional 1 from the American Standards, where they did kind of like just a quick reset, a refresh, where they changed a few things and they just decided to drop the word standard from the name. That lasted for a few years and then they went back to American Standard. So, in the interest of fairness and curiosity here, let's go ahead and we'll compare both of these guitars in the 5 pickup positions, but keep in mind that the American Standard is alder body with a maple fretboard, whereas the American Series is an ash body with a rosewood fretboard. Now, if you're watching this video, chances are you're seeing this on the used market and you're kind of curious on what it sounds like in comparison to the current generation, which is the Fender American Professional 2 Stratocaster. There's definitely quite a few differences here. This has the slimmer modern C neck on it, whereas this has the deep C thicker neck on it. We have a carved neck heel on the Professional 2, where we don't on the American Series. We have the bent steel saddles on the American Professional 2, whereas we have the block saddles on the American Series. And of course, the American Professional 2 has the push-push in the bridge tone, which basically allows positions 1 and positions 2 to add the neck pickup. With those being some of the short differences, let's just go ahead and do a quick comparison. But again, this is an alder body, this is an ash body. this point in the video where I do like to talk about whether or not I think this is a good guitar. So, just like I say with every other kind of video, this is a fantastic guitar. The ash body is definitely very, very nice. It looks wonderful. It's always nice to have some detail in the guitars, like the wood figuring, but the ash body is lighter than the alder. So if you are someone that enjoys heavier like alder bodies and stuff like that, or if you're used to Les Pauls with heavier mahogany, this is going to be a lot lighter than those. So keep that in mind. And it is nice having another guitar with the block saddles here rather than the bent steel saddles. I keep going back and forth on which one I prefer the most. At current point, the block saddles are kind of where it's at for me. I don't know what it is. They're just very comfortable, and some of the older Fenders as well with the bent saddles, depending on how high up you have them raised or what have you. Sometimes, they're a little rough on the hands. I know that's kind of like a wuss thing to say, but sometimes they can be a little rough on the hand if you rest your palm on the bridge. And this guitar here as well, just like my other 90s Strats, you get a little more presence when you're playing it. So you're not feeling all the resonance like you do on the American Professional 2 Stratocasters. So basically with those, you feel a lot more of the low end, whereas here you're feeling, it feels to me, it's the wrong way of saying it, but it feels like you're feeling more of the wood, and like it feels a little more solid on the hands and on the body, like on your body when you're playing. Whereas the American Professional 2, it seems like you're feeling a little more of the tremolo system rather than the wood. It's probably the wrong way of saying it, but that's my best way of translating it to you. And I'm also someone who does not like having the floating tremolo, so I do always make sure to kind of adjust the claw on the back. It's not always like super close to the body. It's not like resting on it or anything, but I just like it so that my tremolo isn't kind of sitting up too high, so when you're playing it and you're not getting like a whole huge uptick in the pitch while you're playing it. And as for playing leads on this guitar, just like any other Strat, it's super comfortable. With it being lighter, a lot of people do prefer ash over alder. I'm thinking maybe it is because of the fact that it's a little lighter, but I have been lately just enjoying alders a little more just because they are a little heavier. And it is something like you feel a little more in the fingers with like an alder body, I guess you would say, with an alder and maple neck body. Whereas I'm feeling it in my picking hand a little more on the ash body. Don't worry, even I think that's crazy saying that. And of course, playing rhythm on this is an absolute joy. It's a Strat. It's just very comfortable to play. And I don't know what it is. It just kind of feels like my hand wants to kind of make odd shapes when I'm playing a Strat, so that's always a nice change of pace, I guess you would say. So that is all I have to say about this guitar here. I've just been in a really big Strat mood. I literally started preparing to make a video for one of my Gibson Flying V's, and then I was like, you know what, let's make a Strat video. And then I decided to just keep going and keep going and keep going. So yeah. This is just fantastic. Also, if you're curious, I did get another cable. It was delivered to my house after I did the first sound sample. So if you'll notice, like I was using an orange cable, now it's a red cable. You're not crazy. Thanks for watching.